Okay. Yesterday, I finished recording the first session of this project. And I reached like the leads. Let's see again where we are at. I'm going to listen only for the leads this time because I want to finish up with this. Okay, so at this point they are both playing together, okay? We need to check that it's only them that are playing together. The reason I'm saying it, usually we want four main elements to be there. Like one element is the drum, second element usually is the bass. Then you have lead and pad and maybe another rhythm synthesizer or guitar or whatever. Okay, so you want to have max 5 things going on together. I usually go with 4 or even 3. It makes listening to it much more easy. You don't have to concentrate to try and get what the hell is going on. Few sounds, that's all you need. I'm going to listen in context and see how much stuff is going on, okay? You got some lovely pads here. However, it's not necessary to run them throughout all the track because you have all the other small elements that come in and out, which are very cool as well, like all the stabs and whatnot. It's super cool. Like, I wouldn't get rid of it, and I prefer this to the pad when there's like the main thing. So I would remove the pad from the main part and keep it at the beginning and maybe at the end. We don't need it running through the whole thing. Let's see what the timing here. Like almost 7 minutes to the end. How much? Let's see if you have enough mix in, mix out. I've seen that some tracks don't have enough mix in, and it's really hard to mix if you don't have a mix in and mix out. I will prefer to mix in a track that it is easy to mix and sounds good. Not saying that I will not mix a track that is hard to mix and is awesome, but most of the time I'm pretty lazy, okay? So we have here 32 bars going in, which is great. This is our mix in. Track itself starts with kick and the bass, so you can mix it in however you like. I feel like from here it starts to be the track itself, like for the 49, and let's see when we can mix out. I would like one more phrase, like eight more bars to this track. Got 8 bars here, so we have like 24 bars. Let's do a copy duplicate time. And just like that, we have a proper mix out. Other than the mix out, let's see what else we got. We got a breakdown of 1 minute and a half. That's a lot. I think a minute is enough. What's happening here? Let's hear. Here you present the lead, and everybody's like, whoa, there's a lead. So there's the drop and there's the freaking heavy lead, and it's like, wow, so good. And then you like mess with it, like you do the same thing for 1.5 minutes, and all we get is some choirs rising, and in the end, yeah, that's cool. The choir that's coming to a resolution in the end, like over here. Super cool. Why do we need all that? For me, I just want people to dance. And this whole section, the 1.5 minute section here, nobody will dance. Maybe you're going for that. If you're going for that, do make it much more interesting, because musically, there is not much going on. You're playing on the same chord here. You don't introduce the chords that come after. It's the same thing for 1.5 minutes. So I would do something else so I can see if I remember how to do it. So take my advice with a grain of salt, yeah, but I'm going to change the arrangement a little bit. These are suggestions. I'm going to tweak a little bit the mix, like volume wise, and then I'm going to do like a short master. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask in the comments below, or send me a message, or whatever. I can answer. I don't see how the long tail of these sounds make a lot of sense here. Another sound that has been high cut. Let's see why. And another high cut on the group channel. Okay. When I see that you also cut the highs, but there's no need for that, man. Your sounds are okay. Okay, over here you got like a serious sub oscillator going on, and let's tackle that with the synths, because I want to understand what's going on. I don't want to just... It's oscillator 1. Now, why do we need oscillator 1 like that? You want the rumble, right? So if you want the rumble, you don't want the low bass. I suggest distorting this without a filter. Let's distort it. Why is it lingering for so long? I don't see why it needs to be so long. there's an overload here, which I don't really like. I'm giving space to what you've constructed here. You constructed a great lead. There is a nice melody. I think the arps can be a little different. They're not speaking coherently enough. It sounds like there's a conversation between a really logical, like to the point person, and the other one is like stumbles on his words a little bit. If it sounds awkward, then the listener will think it's awkward. If I were to try and fix that, I'll try. That's it. This note from here to here. All of this is unnecessary. So let's hear it. Even this bit. So. Okay, so here we are missing the last phrase. If you're going for question and return, you don't overtalk. Now that's cool. I think the delay here over the arpeggiator is a little bit much, but that's like personal taste. We got all the small pieces of the puzzle. Now again, I don't understand why we need this high pass filter. I understand why you put this high pass filter. I understand. You have a low sound. That goes pretty low. That's what, 50? Why do we need that? Let's see what's creating that. Okay. So I removed the sub. The block is what's going through the mix. I don't want the subby thingy messing up my mix later, okay? So I did roughly the same here with the delay tones. I even did some equalizing just to tame it a little bit. And I know there's a lot of sub in it, but if it's not for too long, might not mess up too much of the sound, because over here I couldn't get quite the same vibe. I can try with the filter also, but already I did a filter here after the clipper. Over here, for example, it's okay to put a high pass. There really is a lot of content down there. I see what you did. You wanted the subs to be present during the break. Okay. Try and go with gentler curves. There are only a few times that I opt for something not so gentle, and that's only when I really need it. Most of the time you're good. You will hear when you need like a heavy heavy curve. What else we have here? We have this sound, which is what? Perfect. But at the same time, you have this going on. So what is the benefit of having those two? I can understand. Like every time I would hit with this, I would turn off this. Hitting with both together is like just creating a very busy mix, which is very hard to mix. And as you might have guessed, I'm super lazy and I want the mix to be super easy. So I would go and on all instances of this. So now we clean it up a little bit. What else do we have? It seems okay. Let's listen to the whole section. Okay, I want to explain myself. Over here, I did not delete the clash here because they take up two different frequency spaces. Listen, one is like a low MIDI and one is like the trebly thingy. Okay, two spaces. That's okay. We can keep those. So now we cleaned up this section a little bit. We can move on to the pads. Let's see what's going on with the pads. I deleted a bunch of it. You might want to add it again, but let's see. Over here I changed a little bit, like over here in the delay toms I closed up this delay. I don't know what was the point of it because there is another delay outside and they kind of conflict, so I shortened it. I don't want any feedback, I want a slap back delay. And on this sound, on the chords tab, I changed it to quarter notes dotted, so it's like more tonally coming from wherever. Removed a bunch of instances. Over here there is the choir hits. They're all hitting on the lead, so maybe too much, but I'm going with that. I'm going with you, man. It's like it's okay. Let's do something. Okay. I think I'll do as simple of a mastering that I can. So I'm going to put a linear phase here. So I'm removing everything. The only thing that I would do at this point is I would do a low cut on the side. Yep. So I think this EQ will do. What I'm usually doing is I'm putting in some sort of a broad dynamics processor, mix gel. So now after that, I want to try and be subtle. Okay, I'm cutting with the saturator about 2 dBs. After that, I can take the Pro out. I would usually do something multi-band, but to keep the loudness the same when I'm going up, yeah, it's out. Listen full scale. That's loud. Okay, so I just balanced the kick a little bit more. Kick is very, very important. I don't use true peak too much, but you can do you. That's a crazy EQ shape. I'm interested. How does the difference looks? It raises the peak by 1 dB. 24 is the highest I would go by. sound wise, I think we're okay. I think I could do with changing a little bit how the sidechain works in this track. I would do the trigger like slightly ahead of time so it has more time to react. However, right now it sounds okay. I think I'm sending it over to X to get his opinion. If any of you are interested in me making a track review like this, I think it's very cool. As you can see on the desktop, I have Studio One, Live, Bitwig, which is my main thing, Reaper. Unfortunately, I do not have Cubase. I might add that in the near future, but for now I don't have it. So feel free, send me whatever you want. So bye bye for now. Enjoy the rest of your day.